Outside of agriculture, this single industry employs more Ugandans than any other. Not banking. Not manufacturing. Not tech. Boda Bodas. So how much does a rider actually take home at the end of a day, after fuel, after loan payments, after everything? Let's do the real math. Nobody actually knows the exact number of Boda Boda riders in Kampala. Estimates from different authorities range wildly, from 50,000 all the way up to 800,000. One Boda Association leader puts the more grounded figure at around 200,000 riders operating from roughly 5,000 stages across the city. Whatever the precise number, the pattern is clear. As Kampala has grown into one of the fastest expanding cities in Africa, and road infrastructure hasn't kept pace, more and more people are turning to two wheels, both to get around the traffic, and to earn a living weaving through it. Let's build out what a typical rider's day actually looks like financially. On the revenue side, a rider picks up passengers throughout the day, each trip earning a small fare. Short trips within a few kilometers make up the bulk of the business, especially in traffic-heavy areas where a boda beats sitting in a jam. Now the cost side, and this is where it gets real. Fuel is the biggest daily cost. Then there's the motorcycle itself. A decent Boda suitable bike costs somewhere between 4.5 and 7 million shillings brand new. Most riders can't pay that up front, so an entire financing industry has grown around the sector. Companies like Tugende, Watu, Asok, and TV's Uganda provide motorcycles through hire purchase agreements, a deposit up front, then weekly or monthly installments. That installment comes out of the rider's earnings before they see a shilling of real profit. Add stage fees, occasional maintenance, and now, increasingly, government registration costs, and you start to see how much gets carved out of a day's revenue before it becomes actual take-home income. After all of that, recent reporting puts a rider's realistic net daily income at around 30,000 shillings. Scaled up, that's roughly 1.13 million shillings a month, after fuel costs alone, before accounting for loan repayments if the bike isn't fully owned yet. That's a real, livable income in the Ugandan context, which is exactly why hundreds of new riders enter the business every single day. No formal qualifications required, and cash in hand every evening instead of waiting for a monthly payday. Here's what most people don't think about. The Boda Boda economy isn't just riders. It's an entire orbiting ecosystem: mechanics, spare parts dealers, fuel vendors, motorcycle washing bays, and the asset financing companies themselves. Layer all of that together, and you understand why this single, informal feeling industry adds up to Uganda's largest source of employment outside of farming. Two big shifts are happening in this industry right now, in real time. First, rising costs from government policy. In 2026, Uganda's parliament passed the Excise Duty Amendment Act, raising the tax paid at first motorcycle registration from 200,000 shillings to 500,000, a 150% increase. Add the stamp duty on top, and the total cost just to legally register a new Boda now sits at 550,000 shillings, before the bike itself, before fuel, before anything else. On top of that, riders are paying roughly 114,000 shillings a month in fuel excise tax alone. For an industry built on thin daily margins, that's a real squeeze. Second, the shift to electric. Companies like Zembo and Spiro are rolling out electric motorcycles with battery swap stations across Kampala, and early data suggests real savings. Up to 30% lower running costs compared to petrol bikes on routes with good swap station access. Partnerships between electric motorcycle companies and the same asset financing firms riders already use are starting to make the switch more accessible, not just an idea for wealthier operators. Here's the real lesson in this one. An industry doesn't need to be flashy or well-funded to matter. Boda Bodas run almost entirely on informal financing, thin daily margins, and sheer volume. And yet it's become the backbone of how an entire city moves and how hundreds of thousands of families earn a living. Sometimes the biggest, most resilient economies aren't built by one large company. They're built by hundreds of thousands of individuals, each running a small, thin margin operation, all stacked together. Subscribe. We break down one real business or economy every week.